Okay. Uh, needless to say, Candace Owens kind of scares me a little bit. I love her channel, and I'm so grateful that she broke away from Daily Wire because it just felt like they just had a muzzle on her. Like not that you could ever stop Candace from doing whatever she's gonna do or say whatever she's gonna say, but I just kind of felt like they really were putting a damper on her. And since she's gone off and gone back to her original channel, I have to say I'm really loving the content. Now, I'm not one of those type of people that's like, oh, I love her content because I agree with everything she says. I don't. But one of the things that I do love about Candace is that she is teaching me about Catholicism. So I went to an art school and I was a chorus major, which is basically, I was singing in like one of these opera style choirs. And my conductor was Catholic. And I used to attend Catholic Mass pretty regularly. He actually made Catholic Mass a part of our grade. Now, I grew up Southern Baptist, and the funny thing about that is my father's side of the family is more of the Holiness Church. I just kind of felt like it was cruel that my mother had me go to a school that was Catholic because I was like, hey, I'm Protestant, right? But after watching Candace, I'm like, man, if I convert back to Christianity, I'm gonna have to go Catholic.
It's crazy, but ethno supremacy does in fact go against the teaching of the church. Welcome back to Candace.
I love it or hate it, she's got the most successful podcast, the top podcast in the world. Like, man, you look at the numbers when she go live, tens of thousands. One time I tuned into that, it was like 194,000 people in there. That is insane. I'm not gonna lie, like, I had to download the theme song. Like, I didn't know that it was a song by Kanye West. That was actually pretty neat. Regardless of how you feel about her content, I just feel like she's saying things that should be obvious. I'm really upset at the fact that here in the United States, if we say anything pertaining to Israel, it's like you can only say positive things and that's it. We can criticize everybody except for that state. So, like, I don't know, it just kind of feels weird. And I just have to say, kudos to her for, addressing this because this is kind of crazy. I mean, I even find that the algorithm punish me if I mention this. It's like, how can we can talk about everybody else, but we can't talk about that. Especially here in the United States, we're supposed to champion free speech, right? And we can't even exercise our First Amendment right because of some foreign country. Don't people think that that's weird? Now, to the degree that she's going, she she's intense, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this Charlie Kirk thing is got her like over the moon. Like, there is no stopping her when it comes to this situation. And even if you don't care for her stance, you just are at the edge of your seat wondering how all of this is going to end.
Well, we don't have any other countries to ourselves. Having a country to yourself is actually not a human right. A human right is, having access to drinking water, having, being able to live in a home that is yours without having somebody forcefully taking. And what they're basically saying is they're allowed to violate human rights because they've established a new one, that they have a right to a state. That's it. So what I'm going to do, I love this. I love what you're doing. I love it. I think it's great. I'm going to just start my own religion. And it's going to be called Candacism.
This is one of those moments where I'm like, I know earlier I said if I were to convert back to Christianity, I'm going to have to be a Catholic. But when she said this, Candacism, it's so smooth. I really like that. Candacism. Candacism. It's so cool. I like how Candacism sounds. It makes it it sounds strong. It sounds slick. It sounds bold. But this is the thing about Candace Owens. When I listen to her, I'd be like, yo, as an American, say everything, do everything, whatever, nothing's off the table. But then she takes a hard turn every time.
And what it means is that anybody who is a Candacist, if you deny the right for us to exist, we want all of Israel. We want it all. And if you, I'm sorry, well, why do Muslims have their own state? Why do Christians have their own state? We don't. You're just saying this is a Muslim majority country and this is a Christian majority country. And you're saying that means we have our own state. We actually don't.
Religion is such a touchy subject, and she's always got her hands all over it. I appreciate her analogy because I think it's wild that this is the only religious group in the world that can do all these different things. And anybody who has an opinion against it, or anybody who, see, I even have to be careful. Anybody who thinks that there's something wrong with this is automatically seen as a bad person. And she's heavy-handed. She's heavy-handed, but she's not scared like me. Everything that Candace Owens is standing for, although I don't agree with it, I don't agree with all of it. Well, who agrees with all of anything? It just feels good to see an American in this modern day and age, and not just any American, a woman, a black woman, just talking and just saying whatever it is that she believes in. It's an intense show. It's a very intense show. It's hard to watch for me sometimes, but I just don't know how far this is gonna go or how long this is gonna last. But while it's on, I'm tuning in. Oh yeah, I'm in there.